Ford, fine-tuning its fleet of cars, really becoming a smaller company with smaller cars, but of course focused on a bigger bottom line. To talk about this, we have Jessica Caldwell. She's a Director of Pricing and Industry Analysis at Edmunds.com. It's an online resource for automotive information. Joins us from her firm out of Santa Monica. Jessica, thanks for your time.
Thanks, Melissa.
So as we look at the changes that we're hearing about from the CEO of Ford, they certainly don't come as a surprise when you look at the changes that Mr. Mulally has put in place since he took over the helm, going from, nearly 97 models, now streaming to, about 20 models.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, Ford had so many brands before. They had Aston Martin, Land Rover, Jaguar, Volvo. I mean, he's gotten rid of all of these brands. He's getting rid of Mercury. And at the end of the day, we're only going to have Ford and Lincoln. So you have a mainstream brand and a luxury brand. So that shows that they're really trying to target two specific types of buyer, luxury buyers and the everyday buyer. So they're not going to worry about everything else. They're going to focus on the brands, and they're really going to try to move volume, because that's where the volume is. And we know that sales in the auto industry have been tough for the past few years, continue to be tough, and you just have to put the focus on where the customers are.
And while they're streamlining the lineup, they're also changing what has really been a mainstay of the line. They're changing what they give or what they sell to the police units around the country.
Yeah, they're even changing some of that. I mean, they're really trying. What Ford has done is they're really trying to really define a lot of the different vehicles they make. I mean, you start with a small car with the new Fiesta. I think Alan Mulally made reference to that. You go all the way up to the Ford F-150, but they're really trying to find the sweet spot in each segment, whether it's SUVs, cars, or trucks, to figure out what sells. You know, whether it is to the average consumer or whether it is to a police fleet.
And of course, all of this in the end, it helps production, but it also helps the retailers.
It really does. I mean, when you have all these models, I mean, when you think about just the models themselves, I mean, they have tons of different ways you can order them, the colors, the options, even, you know, is it front-wheel drive, is it all-wheel drive? I mean, the Ford F-150 has hundreds and thousands of ways you can order that vehicle. So when you're a retailer trying to figure out what you want to sell, or even a consumer trying to figure out what you want to buy, having less models to choose from, less options, makes the process a lot easier and flow a lot better.
Jessica Caldwell of Edmunds.com. Jessica, thanks so much. Appreciate your time.